record this. Okay, so tonight really is, I know we have a lot of new coaches on the team, and we have a lot of coaches. Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute people. We also have a lot of coaches who are growing teams with new coaches. So I just kind of wanted to go back to the basics, because I know when you sign up, there's a million trainings and groups to be added to and conversations going on, and it can just get really overwhelming. And so I just quickly wanted to go through, where should you be focusing to make sure that your business is moving forward, right? What are just those activities you need to do to make sure you're hitting those goals, to move your business forward, so you're not so overwhelmed, and so that you can actually bring in money. In the beginning, we are working a lot. That first month you're doing all these trainings, you're working a lot for very little money. So I want to make sure at least we are bringing in some income to make your time worth it. So let me share my screen. Now I just did, oh my goodness. This is just, there's nothing fancy about this presentation, but I mostly did it just to give myself some notes to kind of talk through. So, overcoming the overwhelm as a new coach. All right, so where do you start? So both Dara and I, for our teams, have team training pages. So when you sign up as a coach, you guys get a welcome email either from me or from Dara or from your upline coach. And there should be a link to the team training page. So that is kind of that's where you should start. There's the new coach training. So sign in, start on the new coach training. It's going to take you through step by step. Day one, what do you do? Day two, what do you do? So that training is a good training to start with. After that, and you kind of get into that training, don't worry about, the there's an emerald training going on or diamond trainings going on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to. Can you guys mute yourself? Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. Your mic to present you. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna. Okay. Hopefully that helped. Okay, so let's go back into this. All right. So where to start? Team trainings, but then just also focus on your own journey, right? So focus on getting in a challenge group. Obviously, challenge group, you're going to have your program in your Shakeology, and you want to be sharing that on social media. So I know there are a lot of coaches who maybe you haven't done a challenge group before. And so, you are figuring all this out. You want to do your challenge group, you want to get your transformation, and then you want to share that. You want to start sharing while you're in your journey, right? Because that's what's interesting to people. It's not about having that incredible, here's 21 days, here's my before and after photo. It's people want to see what went into that. So when you're in week 1 of the 21-day fix or whatever program you're doing, share that. What are the foods that you're eating? How did you feel after your first workout? Where have you been struggling? Are you having cravings for certain things? And all of that stuff, maybe day 1, you were really hungry at the end of the day. That's okay to share it. Be real. And then on day 2, talk about what you changed to make sure you weren't hungry. Because these are all things that people want to know. They want to know, what is being on 21-day fix like? How are you able to adjust for your lifestyle? For me, I know I need breakfast, a mid-morning snack, lunch, and then I don't need mid-afternoon, but I need something around 5 o'clock. So I'm not snacking during that appetizer time while I'm making dinner. So I have a little 21-day fix approved appetizer and then dinner. And then I don't really need anything at night. I used to need a kind of dessert before bed. But so I talked about all of that and how that all fit into the plan. And then week 2, maybe it's, okay, I was having these cravings, but Shakeology has helped reduce my cravings. And so it's talking about that. And then week 3, it is more about your transformation. You can share along the way. Most of the time, week 1, that's when people are losing weight. Week 2, I find that that's where weight kind of stalls for most people. And then week 3, you're going to lose a little bit more. And so talking about that and sharing that, right? So just because you do not have a before and after, or you haven't completed a challenge group yet, doesn't mean you have to wait to start coaching. And really it's the opposite, because sharing that journey, and during that journey, you don't have to be inviting to anything. You don't have to be selling anything, but you're putting it out there. You're being real, and people are starting to see what you're doing. And so when you do then invite, they have a much better idea of what you're inviting to, how it worked for you. It just makes it much more natural. And then along with starting your own journey is personal development. Start reading personal development. I started with The Slight Edge. I mean, there are amazing personal development books. I know in both my team page and Dara's team page, we've posted about, our recommendations. I think Melanie posted a whole list in Dara's team page last week or a couple weeks ago. So you've got to be reading personal development. And as you start inviting, you're going to get no's. You're going to get people not responding. It's just part of the process. And so if you're not reading personal development, it's going to start wearing on you. So you need to be reading personal development. You need to believe in this business. And that's all part of your journey. Challenge group and personal development. And it doesn't need to be a long time, 10 or 15 minutes every morning. You can also, I listen to pretty much all my personal development on Audible. Listen when you're, getting ready for work in the morning. Listen on the way to work. I listen while I am fixing Sam's breakfast in the morning. Just put it on for a few minutes throughout the day. It doesn't have to be this big, long time commitment thing. And then once you've, kind of started your own journey, after that, that's when you can invite to the challenge group. Or I invited to the challenge group before. So I joined as a coach, and I knew I was going to do the 21-day fix. So I started inviting people to join me on my journey. So I had girls that I worked with that we'd always do kind of diets together. There'd be diet bets in the office, and we all worked out together. My first Beachbody program was Insanity, which was like a bootleg, like burned DVD copy from one of my friend's computers, which they had downloaded illegally, like from YouTube. Like literally that was the first program I did. So, again, inviting to, I had those girls to invite. And so that's what I did. I just asked them to join me. So you can choose what you feel comfortable with, but either way, from day one, you should be able to share on social media. And if you're going to invite right away, I just started messaging people. But if you want to wait till after those 21 days, that's okay, but make sure you're sharing on social media. So again, this is really basic. Filter out everything else, right? Don't let everything else overwhelm you. So next, focus on your power hour daily, okay? So first, you're going to focus on your own transformation, right? But what do you need to focus on for the business? And this is your power hour. So again, you want to make sure you're doing your personal development. You want to send out 3 to 5 invites daily. Okay, that if you have 1 hour a day to devote to your business, you want to be sending out invites. You want to be connecting with 5 people, conversation starters. So, hey, how are you? I just saw you guys. I mean, it's summer. There's going to be tons of people going on vacation, right? Saw your vacation to so-and-so. Looks amazing. How are you? I know it's been forever. So, I mean, connecting can be super easy. You just had a new baby. Congrats. Your kids are really cute. Congrats. Whatever. Just start conversations again with people. I would send them out and be like, hey, we haven't talked in forever. Like, I can't believe it's been so long. How are you? That was it. You can send 5 of those in like 20 seconds. But it gets conversations going again. So you can reconnect with people so that you can then invite them later. Add 5 people to your network. I started with less than 500 friends on Facebook. I now have over 2,500, and I've stopped adding to my network for the last year. So in a year and a half, I went from 400 to 2,500. And I did that by adding 5 people to my network every day. I just did Facebook. I would go to Facebook and be like, whoever Facebook suggested, if we had a good number of friends in common, I'd invite them. Another way to do it, I'd go to some of my good friends or, people I went to college with, and I would look at their friends list, and it would tell you, you have this many friends in common. Anyone we had 5 or more friends with in common, I just go through, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. Again, I'd invite people to my network that way. Took me like 20 seconds. I mean, connecting with 5 people, adding the 5 people, those each maybe took me a minute each. I mean, you can make them so fast. And so don't overthink any of this. It can be super fast. Overthinking and making this business harder than it needs to be is something that I did in the beginning as well. I was nervous. Oh, what are people going to think when I send them a friend request? You guys, no one is thinking about it. If they don't want to add you as a friend, they literally are just going to ignore your friend request, and they probably spent 3 seconds thinking about that. And then it's gone. No one's, focusing on that in their life. So don't focus on it in your life either. Add friends, move on. Connect with 5 people. No one's going to get mad for you saying, hey, it's been forever. How are you? And if there are people you're adding to your network who accept your friend request that maybe you don't know that well, this is another connection I would do. So if it was a friend I went to college with, I'd be like, hey, I saw that, we both went to UVA. I love connecting with other people, from UVA. How are you? Or thanks for accepting my friend request. And that would be it. Like whatever that connection is, hey, I love so-and-so, connected with people from so-and-so part of my life. Thanks for accepting my friend request. And that would be a connection email. Most people message back, be like, no problem, blah, blah, blah. Or I would mention the friend we had in common, whatever it may be. But that's a really easy way to connect with people as well. And then respond to messages. So as a new coach, once you start doing this, you're going to have those connection emails. So that's where the majority of my power hour would be spent, would be responding to messages. Because, again, as you're building up, you're going to have more conversations going on. You're going to have more invites going out and more people asking questions about your invites. But those first 3 bullet points, like those are pretty easy. My invites pretty much like scripted. At the beginning, I would always connect and, and be like, I know we've been talking about this. I know I told you I started an online health and fitness business. I'm actually getting ready to start a new push for summer group where we're all just, working on eating our healthiest, whatever, and then do an invite. But I would kind of connect with them in that we would have already been connecting and then kind of connect with that. But then I just copy and paste my script, the last part, the invite part. So again, it's not about overthinking this. It should be really easy. So again, this is a new coach power hour that I did a while ago. This has a few more details. Check your coach online office. Do you have new customers? Check for any announcements. Check into your groups. Daily deposit. So what's a daily deposit? In some of the trainings, you will have heard of love bombing people's pages. So, if you've got some extra time in your power hour, you've done your messaging, go to some of those people's pages and love bomb them. That just means go and comment on their photos and like their photos. And that's a really good thing maybe to do before you start the conversation and gives you something to talk about, then looking at their photos, oh, I saw your summer vacation. And then it makes more sense too if you've already kind of commented on it and then start the conversation that way. But again, don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. And then what should your goals be in month 1? So you're a new coach. What do you need to do? So you're inviting my goal, and my goal for my coaches, hit Success Club 10. Okay, so let's not, talking about let's not overcomplicate the business. Let's not make the business seem scarier and bigger than it is. So hitting Success Club 10, that just means you're finding 5 people to join you in a group, 5 people. And really, if you're running a brand new challenge group, you want about 5 people in that group to make sure you're getting interaction. So my goal has always been hit Success Club 10 in month 1, hit Success Starters month 1, right? Success Starters, month 1, you earn the call of the CEO, hit it your first 3 months, and that's when you earn your free ticket to Summit. Why do you want to hit Success Club? You want to make sure you're setting that foundation for your business, right? Again, we want to make money. in this business. We need to make money, or else why are we doing it? Yes, we want to help people, but we need income for our families. We want that financial freedom. So for me, every month I hit Success Club 10, and that's how I built my business. Every month I add 5 new customers to my business. Every month I help 5 new people. And you're going to have people continue on Shakeology. So you're going to continue getting that residual income, and your income's going to grow. But my goal, find 5 people every single month to join you. And then hit Emerald, right? So don't make Emerald into this big deal of this big rank advancement. Emerald means you have 1 coach on each leg. Don't worry about leg placement. Don't worry about all of that craziness. Again, that can be so overwhelming for people. Well, what about my legs? And how do I figure out volume and team bonus cycles and all of that? Keep it simple. Beachbody will automatically place people on your right and left leg, right? So your first 2 coaches, you're going to get 1 place on your right, 1 place on your left. If you're hitting Success Club 10, I would suggest signing people up as discount coaches. So I know I've posted my script for signing people up as discount coaches on both team pages, but I pretty much, when people say, okay, I'm ready to buy a challenge pack, I'm like, great. I normally have everyone sign up for our discount program. It saves you 25% off all your future orders. It's no extra cost to you, and you cancel it just like you cancel your Shakeology. And it's actually easier to cancel a coach account than it is to cancel your Shakeology, right? I'm like, here's how you do it. I give them a link. I step them through how to do it. At the end, I say, again, you get a coach when you sign up. Ignore that. You're just signing up for the discount program. So if you're able to find 5 people to join you, and you sign all of them, or at least 2 of them, up for the discount program, because they say, yeah, I think I'll probably be drinking Shakeology for a few months. Sure, like, let's do this for the discount. Then you're Emerald. Don't overthink it, and don't be scared. Don't feel like you're tricking someone. I think sometimes we're like, oh, but like, I'm tricking them into signing up as a coach. You are literally just saving them money. When they want to cancel, there's a form that they fill out, and they check a checkbox that says cancel everything. That is easier than having to cancel your Shakeology and call customer service or get on chat. It is on the box, and they cancel. That's it. You're not tricking anyone into anything. You are giving them a discount. It is helping you grow your business. Now, yes, are people going to cancel? And again, it's for personal development, and that whole mindset comes in. You're going to get emails that say you had a coach cancel their account. But every month, you're hitting Success Club 10. Every month, you are signing up more customers as discount coaches. So you're backfilling those people, right? So this is not okay, I'm an Emerald coach, and I've got all these great business builders underneath me. But what it does do is, social media and being a coach is all about perception in the beginning, right? You want to hit Emerald. You want me or Dara announcing you as an Emerald coach, saying you are you're not just the mom working out in your living room. You are someone growing a business. You are helping other people grow businesses. Whether those are discount coaches beneath you or not, social media doesn't see that. What social media sees is someone who's actually signed up as a coach, and in month 1 is already moving their business forward. And you're gaining that momentum, and then you're gaining that trust from the people who are watching you. So this business, there's a lot going on, right? Know what your links are to have people sign up. Know what you're going to post about on social media, right? Post your 3 to 5 times daily. Do a program, read personal development. But don't let all these other questions and everything going on, make it seem harder than it is. You don't need a like page, week 1 of your business. You don't need to be on Instagram and YouTube and Snapchat. Just focus on sharing your journey and then inviting people to join you. That's how you're going to hit Success Club in month 1. That's how you're going to hit Emerald. Again, just do not overthink this business. This business is easy. It is. It's the actions that we need to take to do this business are really simple. They're simple things. It's just getting in the right mindset to do them, right? That's it. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to leave some time to just hear what questions you guys have as new coaches or as coaches who have new coaches on your team. Where are you struggling? What seems overwhelming to you guys? I'll also say, in terms of starting a challenge group, you know what? I know for myself and for Dara, you guys are all invited to co-host a challenge group with us. You don't need to start your own challenge group in month 1. Again, co-host with us. Let us do all the posting. You focus on your journey and supporting your customers in that group. Don't worry about running everything yourself. Make it as simple as possible in your life. Hit Success Club, hit Emerald, focus on those 2 things and focus on the actions that'll get you there. So what questions, I think most of you guys are muted, but if you have questions, unmute yourself and let me know where you guys have questions or where you're running into issues or where things are confusing.
Hey, Holly.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to people if they have issue with their social security number for discount coach?
Yeah, so I let them know, because I do get that question sometimes, that the social security number is only used if they're going to be actively coaching. The social security number it's only used if they're actively coaching and make over $600. So at that point, it's used for tax purposes. But prior to that, it's never used for anything. It's never run as like a credit check. I know some people are like, are they going to use it and like check my credit or whatever? No, it's only used if you actively start coaching and sell over $600 worth of product. But I also then, if people are really like worried about that, then I do just, I let them know, like, you can sign up just as a normal customer. You just won't get the discount. But yeah, I pretty much just tell them it's only used if they sell product.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't have any new coaches that are business building or anything, but it intimidates me telling them like where to start, because I kind of feel like I get like all the materials if they're like really a go-getter and better at reading than I am. So like I like your website, and I don't know that Dara has on our team page also. Would I send them to both, or should I ask them like what format they would prefer?
So,
or do I make my own? It's time for me to start putting stuff together.
Well, that's true, right? I think however you best process the information is how I would give it to them. Asking them like which they prefer, again, like I think it's just so overwhelming. Like they're like, I don't know. Like I don't even know what that means, right? Just like tell me where to go and what to do. So in their new coach welcome email, I would just tell them like, here's the website, right? Or here, use Dara's page or whatever. So I think however you best process the information. I also think for those of you who are leaders and leading your own team, make your own. Like I do think at some point it's really important for coaches to see you as a leader, and want to come to you to ask questions. The website that I set up, it was like completely free. So it was nice and it was really easy to set up. And so I think it is nice to have that connected to you and your team. Again, as a new coach, right? But it's a balance because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, right? You want to make sure you're not, Melanie, you're not new, but for the coaches.
Definitely 6 months old.
Is that it? Only 6 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I mean, if no need to recreate the wheel, and that's why I tell everyone you don't need to recreate the wheel, but if you're ready to kind of separate yourself from Dara not separate yourself, right? I'm not completely separated, but I did make my own team page and team training. So when you feel like you're at that point,
It's official to have your own stuff.
yeah.
Like, this is how I learned. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I made my own team training page, and I went straight from Holly's, and, you know, like she said, don't recreate the wheel. Like, all of it's there. We have pretty much the exact same trainings on Holly's page or on my team training page. It's just like my welcome to the team is me welcoming my people to my team. You know, but everything else is there. The training is exactly the same. There might be a couple of videos that I added in, but pretty much it's like word for word exactly the same as Holly's. And then like the same thing, like if you saw the invite surge was the one from Facebook. And so I just took all the YouTube videos. So, but it's nice that, like, especially when those new coaches do sign on, and if you start reaching into your cold market and you're getting people that don't know you, like they signed up with you, like they have no idea who Holly is. And so it's nice for them to see like your face when you pop on. But like Holly said, again, like if you're a new coach, like I'm hitting 2 years this month. And like I just created my training page. So
that's what I was going to ask. So you just did that. So
yeah,
maybe like 6 months down the road.
Well,
like, when should I start doing this?
Yeah, Sarah, I would say, yeah, I think 6 months is probably a good time because you feel like you got your feet underneath you, right? Like you've got it. You know how to invite people. You're all those things, right? You know how to hit Success Club. You're hitting Emerald. You're getting more comfortable with social media. Like you just started your like page, so you then feel comfortable with your like page and kind of expanding, and then it becomes okay. It's time to focus on my team. And I mean, Sarah, you're in month 2, but you have 1 or 2 business building coaches already beneath you. So that also is another thing, you know, when you start getting those business building coaches who want to heal. So, you know, it's once you start feeling a little less overwhelmed, then it's good. And, you know, I would say before creating like a whole team training site, the next step would be just creating your own team page, right? Like Melissa's had a team page for a very long time, right?
Yeah. I created my team page, I want to say it was like maybe 6 months in, something like that.
I mean, how do you know how to do all that? I am not like
a team page is just a group, like just a Facebook group.
Okay, so nothing.
You set it up just like you would set up.
No, it's so easy. It's just like you would set up a challenge group.
Okay.
Sarah, I would not get overwhelmed. I have 10 business building coaches under me now. And I just have one that I pretty much still, like, I add them to Holly's and mine. I have 10 people, but like I have no problem telling people, hey, I don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
I've learned and I've gotten big fast from Holly.
Okay.
Learn from Holly. Like, that's not where I'm choosing. Like, I want them to be trained the same way as I was. So yeah, I can copy it all to my own page, but why? Like that, yeah, it makes me feel better, I guess, but I don't feel like I've lost any of them. I feel like they just have multiple leaders to look up to.
Okay.
Like, and I have 10 coaches now under me. I mean, I'm helping them all. I do have my own Facebook page. I post stuff too, but even tonight, like I was going to do my own call. I saw Holly was going to do the same thing. I'm like, hey, let's hop on with Holly. So I would totally not worry about it. Like I said, I'm just at 10 coaches now under me, and I'm just starting to be like, okay, maybe, but maybe I'm wrong, Holly. I don't know. Tell me. Like, I don't see
I think having your own team page is way more important than having your own team training page, right?
Yeah,
like, I didn't have your own team page, and that's where you create the culture and all of that. And like Melissa said, she started hers at 6 months. Like having that team page would be like the next step. Don't worry about like the team training page.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, like, I separate, I use that to separate out to, like, team them up to run their own, to partner up for challenge groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the training, I have no problem being like, yep, you're getting Holly because she's amazing. And I learn from her. Like, I would not worry about it right now.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Diana. I had a question. Holly, I was trying to follow along. Sorry. Did you guys do a separate training page for the team, for your team? Sorry. Did you do a separate training page for your team, like a Facebook team page and then a separate training page, or did you include it all in one?
So I have like our Facebook, just like team page, just like Dara's like Beachbody team page.
Okay.
And then I have a website set up, which I think Dara has set up as well. Or if it's not like published yet, I know like it's there. So I'll post in Dara's team page about it. Cause I know she's been
really great people on now.
Hold on. So yes, I have a website that's just like a free website. That's separate from my team page. That's just for training. But I'm pretty sure Dara does too. I just need to, I'll get that. Or it'll be set up soon.
Can I say one thing, Holly?
Yeah, please.
Here's my thing, because I have my new coaches on here. The biggest thing I would tell you guys, and I told my new success squad that we set up, is more than focusing on like your own team, your own pages, start as soon as you can, run your own challenge groups. I came out and immediately ran my own challenge groups. People have got to see you as a leader. If you are putting your coaches and your customers constantly in, you're not the leader. You have got to be the leader of your own challenge groups. They need to see the way that you're running them. I have led mine from day one. There is so much content. Use Google, use the training pages, use my pages. I don't care. I tell them, you can copy my exact post for my group to use, but you've got to be a leader, because when it comes out at the end, now I don't care what Holly said. I totally agree. And even if I have a busy month, I'm like, yeah, can I tag on? Team up with somebody. But as soon as you can lead your own, that is where your coaches are going to come from, is out of those challenge groups. But you've got to be the leader. If you're not the leader of that group, they're not going to see you as the leader. Lead your own groups. Like, that's what I would tell you before you worry about anything else. Run your own groups. And then, you know, the more people are seeing that you're the leader of that group, you will build. That's what I would focus on for like the new coaches, is get your customers. If you have to team up with another coach, that's fine, but don't continue running them under Holly, under Dare, running them under me. Get out from under us or whoever your upline is, and run them on your own. And you will. I think that that's helped me a ton. And that's how I've gotten as many coaches as I have.
Yeah, I totally agree, right? Figure out what a challenge group looks like, running it with your, if you're starting out, get in a challenge group, figure out what it is. I mean, if you've been in one prior, then you probably don't even need to co-host, like Emily said. And that's the same thing. I had been in a challenge group, so I didn't need to co-host. But if you haven't been in a challenge group, join a challenge group with your coach, and then run your own. It's the same thing with social media, right? You want people to see you as a leader. You want them to believe in you as a leader. One of the questions, any advice on finding business building coaches? That's huge. Like, so many of your business building coaches are going to come from your challenge groups. Run awesome challenge groups. Let people see you as a leader, and then that is where a ton of your coaches are going to come from. Melanie, got to run Jesse Reagan live training starting now. So if you guys are, the Jesse Reagan training is for like pages. He's doing a webinar right now, and I think he's going to announce when he's opening his new like page training. So for those of you who are interested in that, that's some awesome training as well.
Hey, Holly, can I ask 2 questions real quick before I run to that?
Totally.
The first one is inviting those 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of confused as to what to do, because part of me is like, okay, go ahead and invite all those people. And the other part of me is like, well, they haven't even really seen me doing a whole lot. So how do you invite people that
Right.
haven't really seen the product in you yet?
Yeah. So like I said, I invited my first challenge group before I posted really anything on social media. And the way that I approached that was I just kind of told people what the 21-day fix was. And I was really vulnerable. And I said, I gained weight on my honeymoon. I gained like 9 pounds on my honeymoon. Don't ask me how you gained 9 pounds in like a week and a half. I don't know. But I did. And so I shared that with them. And I was like, I gained 9 pounds on my honeymoon. I need to lose weight. And I just need people to like hold me accountable. So I didn't act like I was like this coach who's going to coach them through it. I just said like, I need to lose weight. Are you interested in doing it with me? And that's kind of like the girls I asked in the office, and we did like diet bets and stuff together. And I just kind of explained the program, and I explained the results that other people had seen. And that's how I got people to join me.
So you didn't necessarily go out and blast everybody?
No, I strategically in the beginning picked, because it was it is still your warm market. So I strategically picked people who I thought would be interested in joining me. And that's how I found those first 5 people.
Okay. And then my second question is, how do people communicate with their cold market? Do you friend everybody and speak to them through your private?
Yeah. Oh, so you're talking about like if you have a like page, how do you communicate with them? Yeah. So I know Melissa's had really good luck with this, that when someone likes her page, she sends them a message. And do you friend them as well, Melissa?
I have started friending them just because I feel like they see the message more often if they get a friend request.
Yeah, it's my understanding that they won't see the message. It's like sort of hidden.
Some people, it's weird because I've had some where it pops up and it's like, you have a new message, do you accept? And then I've had other times where I'm like, there was this hidden message that I was like actually waiting from somebody. So I think Facebook just kind of like picks and chooses due to your privacy settings, I think sometimes. But I've had a lot of success. I think I had like 12 conversations going on yesterday with girls from my like page that were, I go in and it gives you the notification of like so-and-so has liked your page.
Yeah.
It doesn't show you everybody. But it'll show you, I think, like 20 people. I think it gives you like a list, and I literally like write down all their names, and then I go back in and I click on them and I look at their profile like a little bit to make sure, to make sure it's like somebody that I would kind of jive with.
Yeah. 2,
I look a lot of times and see what their like last 3 posts were, and I will also check what they do for a living. I want to make sure that like if it's an Advocare person or an It Works person, or that kind of thing, like I know ahead of time. And then I will sometimes tailor the message depending on like what their pictures are. So I will usually, it's like a blanket, like copy and paste. Thanks for liking my page. I hope you like, blah, blah, blah. But I always start off with like, your kids are adorable, or your family is, beautiful, or, somebody liked my page the other day and it was like her and her daughter in like the same workout outfit. They were like CrossFit, like a fan of CrossFit, and they were like lifting, and that was like her cover photo. So I added like a little extra about like the coaching side of things, like into it.
cool.
It's like, it's been really, it's worked really well. I've gotten, quite a few cold market challengers and coaches from it. Yeah. And I only started growing my like page like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that was really helpful. Thank you, ladies.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions? And this is just kind of
Okay, I have one.
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to start out by saying, I'm so proud of all you ladies for being on here. I've been doing this for a year now, and I've had my ups and downs in the business. I started a new job, and I had to take like a break from it. And seeing everybody on here, there's a lot of people on here. So congrats to everybody that's like taking the time out of their day to grow this business. Like, You guys are going to succeed. You are, for sure. 1,000%. Woo! So my question is, okay, I saw Dira's post earlier about the retreat. And I've always wanted to go on a retreat. Like since I became a Beachbody coach, I'm like, oh my God, I want to go on a retreat. So I've got two questions. So my first one is, how do you get on those retreats? Like, what is the how do you qualify for that? Because I did have another job, so I took a little bit away, and now I'm like coming back full force. And my second one is, so I feel like I have completely saturated my warm market, right? So now it's like, how do I get into that cold market? What would be the best step of getting into that cold market?
Yeah, so
I know it's complicated.
Yeah. So to qualify for the retreat, I believe that Dara, it was based on like rank advancement. She had a certain time period. It was like the last like 3 or 4 months. You got points for rank advancement. You got Success Club points, points for like your coach's rank advancing. And so it was whoever kind of had the highest number of points at the end of that.
Okay.
So she posted about it in her team page, I believe. But so, yeah, if you're back, like actively working your business, then
I'm back, girl.
Yeah, you'll qualify for the next one. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. So then, growing your cold market. So I would, first off, just continue adding like a ton of people to your personal page. And then I would suggest starting your like page. The Jesse Regan training that people jumped off to go onto. So he's ending it, but it's just like a free 7-day training. He's had videos posted in this Facebook group that you can go watch. And then this is like a webinar at the end to tell you how to like join his paid training. But that first 7 days of free training gives you a lot of information about kind of growing your like page and putting content there. Your cold market's going to grow more slowly, right? But I would suggest, my like page is really how I grew my business. So Instagram's another great way to do it. I just don't know as much about it. So I tell more of my coaches to do Facebook. And I do believe the ads are better on Facebook. It's easier to tailor them than it is on Instagram. But I would start a like page. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter, people are like, oh, do I need to set it up as a community, as a business? It doesn't matter what category you pick. Set it up. Don't worry about having professional photos. Yes, you want it to look professional, but you want all your photos to look professional. Every day your photos should look good. So get a quick cover photo. You can make it. You can pay someone on Fiverr, Fiverr. They'll make you one for $5 that, might take you a lot more time than $5 is worth. And then start sharing the same content. Use the same content on your personal page and your like page. And then start inviting people. So start inviting people from your personal page. And then, for me, I spend $3 a day on ads to grow my like page. And that's what the Jesse Regan training tells you, how to do all the ads and all of that. So I definitely go watch those free 7 days of videos, because it just gives you a better idea of kind of what you're going to need to do to grow your business. But for me, we ask our challengers to pay $160 for a challenge pack for 1 month of Shakeology. I am asking myself now $3 a day, pay $90 a month to grow my business. That's kind of my mindset. It costs so little to be a Beachbody coach. But I also want to make sure I'm never, losing money on this business. So I want to make sure I'm still hitting Success Club, which is why I kept using my personal page until my like page was to a point where I could hit Success Club in my cold market. But I do that. I will say I do spend $3 a day on ads to grow my cold market. So I do.
Have you ever spent more than that?
Have I spent more than
what
that?
you spend?
So that's what I spend for likes. If I'm running an ad for a sponsored post, like inviting people to coaching, then that's another $3 a day. So $6.
Wait, what's the difference?
So you can, my $3 a day one for likes, it's a ad that says like my page. It's a video and it's like my page for more pregnancy and nutrition tips, or for more.
Oh.
And that's just getting likes to my page. Then you can run an ad, I run a sponsored ad for like, if you want to be a coach, right? Do you want to whatever. But that is an actual post that just gets blasted to more people. But the best value comes from, for me, it has been finding the right people to like my page, right? So that's why I always, every day, run the $3 a day ads and get people to like the right people to like my page so that they'll then interact and want to buy later. So yeah, so it's different. I pay for likes. That's what it. So Emily, sometimes I just turned off my sponsored post for coaching because I was finding that while I have found some coaches through that, I mean, I have some coaching ads that I have like 200 comments on and like 500, 600 likes, and I've added all these people to my sneak peek groups. But when I look back through them, they're not the same quality coaches as the coaches that have been following me on Facebook on my like page or that come from my challenge groups. Most of them commit and they don't join. And, you know, I've been looking at it and kind of wondering why. And just thinking back about myself, you know, when I click on an ad that's like, hey, want to make money and like staying home with your kids? Like, I'd probably be like, hey, that's really salesy. And like, maybe not, you know, like, I just don't know that I would believe it. You know, I don't know that.
No, I think you're right. And that's why I've been like, because the one of mine that like Madeline got to hit huge, I was like, but I hate it. Like, I hate the wording. So I was like, just drop it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was like this prominent, I don't know, just the type of people I was getting. I was like, it's not good.
It's not the right people. Right. And so that's the thing, right? You can be paying for something and have a really low cost, but it doesn't, if it's not the right people. So
that's what he said.
Yeah. So I've increased. So when I dropped that ad, sorry guys, this is getting way away from the original part of this.
I know, I'm sorry.
But hopefully it's helpful to someone. But so now I dropped that ad and I increased my likes. I'm paying $6 a day now for likes because I'd rather invest in likes that are the right people. I mean, I get messages every day that say, I've been following you for months and I'm ready to do this. And that's what I want. I want people who've been following me, the people who have seen the say, this is hard work. You know, this isn't easy. This isn't get rich quick. I want people who know I work my butt off, but I am gaining financial freedom. And so if you're willing to work your butt off, then you can gain financial freedom. Not people who see an ad and think it's get rich quick. So yeah, I've been having.
We'll do in depth when you get here. That's what like I need, but okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and I mean, I just recently, I was talking to, you got Ashley Laughlin, my success partner. We just literally had this conversation on Monday or last Monday talking about this. So she's finding the same thing. So yeah, I know I could talk about like pages and ads forever, guys. Sorry.
Well, again, so I've been doing it for a year and I just want to give all of you ladies on here a sense of like, you're doing the right thing by being on these calls. And I took a step away, but being on these calls are going to make you so successful. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Dara, for everything you do. Like, y'all are awesome and amazing. And by you guys putting the time and effort and being on these 30-minute calls is going to make you successful. And hopefully me too.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Those of you who are, it takes time to invest in your business, but it's worth it. And hopefully these are helpful. So, all right, I'm going to let everyone off and I'm going to go give Sam a bath and go to bed. But let me know what questions you guys have. Again, I'm here. We fly to the East Coast on Saturday. So my Thursday and Friday might be a little crazy because the movers are packing our house, but I'm here. I always have my phone. So.
Wait, can I ask a totally not beach? Why did your dogs have to fly today? I don't want you to cry. No, but why did they fly today?
They flew today. Grace has I don't know if anyone else has, she has really bad anxiety. So if I pull out a suitcase, it's real, even to pack a suitcase is really upsetting to her. And so we have to when the movers come, it is just yeah, we don't want them here with movers in our house. And it's just, their anxiety is so much worse.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why are the dogs flying today?
Yeah, so we're trying to get them out of here because I haven't even pulled out I have to pack to live out of a suitcase for 2 months, and I haven't started packing because I was I can't until the dogs leave. So that's why they flew today, and David's mom picks them up, and they know David's mom, and they know David's mom's dog. So, and I mean, it's the exact same, we had to drop them off like at the same place. Like it was the exact same amount of time away from us, you know, whether we dropped them off early. But yeah, that's why.
Okay. That was not related. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I know. People have asked, a lot of people have been like, why are you sending them early? I'm like, literally for them, because I cannot have Grace here with movers. It's just.
No, you don't need that.
Poor dog. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. So yeah, I need to maybe pack for the next 2 months, you know.
No.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and we'll chat soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.